Ladies and gentlemen, dads and non-dads, welcome back to the Diary of a Dad. We need a time. What is curfew? What we can't say sunset. We need a time. Curfew has to have a specific time.
I get you, but here's how I look at rules.
Okay.
Rules are very adjacent to guidelines.
Come home and say, you know what? I'm 2 houses down. Can I have another 30 or an hour?
You
So
see,
that's what I'm trying
and
to
you see, okay, then I fully then agree with you. Because
Right?
to me,
Ladies and gentlemen,
yeah.
dads and non-dads, welcome to another entry of Diary of a Dad.
Mhm.
Today is what? What's the date? For the 14th,
Yeah, it's the
14th of August.
September.
right?
Of August. This thing have been
September.
working for too long, man. Like he doesn't even know the month.
September,
September.
14th of September.
Yeah.
My name is Kelvin N. With my friend here, Sabelo, my co-host,
Should we do the Calvin and Kelvin thing
Kelvin and Kelvin.
instead of using
Sounds cool.
my Isabella name?
Sounds cool.
Because I think like it
it's
works.
Kelvin and Calvin. Because it's K and C.
You see,
sounds
you are
good.
doing the thing I told you that I hate people do to my name. Bro, when people say my name, they're like Calvin. I'm
Calvin.
like, no,
There's a C.
it's the. Okay, wait.
Or is it an African pronunciation? Calvin.
Colonoscopy.
Is it Calvin Clay?
Hold up, colonoscopy.
I won't say that.
Exactly. Is it car? That's not car. It's K. Because they're acting as if CA
Colonoscopy.
doesn't
It's
weigh.
It's K. Colonoscopy. Colon. Okay, never mind.
So you need to be actually the Calvin. So
What
my
happened
bad.
this week? I want to go first.
Yes, please.
Yeah. What happened this week? So let me tell you. I'm dealing with some shit. My twins, one of them. So this is a funny story. So what happened? Apparently at school there was a free class. We can say.
Yeah.
You know, between classes.
Free period.
Free period. Yeah.
Free period. That's
Between
what we used to
classes.
call it in our
So
yeah.
the kids were warding out, right?
Oh, I
They're
bet.
going crazy.
Bet.
So one teacher walks in, he tries to shush them, and as he walks out, my daughter says, "Why is he coming in here? It's not even his class, right?" And the teacher heard.
Ooh.
So
Oh,
the teacher says, "Why? What did you say?" Says, "No, I didn't say anything." Says the teacher says to the child, says, "You're fucking arrogant." So the kid came home very upset. Says the teacher swore at me.
What the f?
So I said,
Sorry.
it must be
Violence on violence.
Violence on violence. But bleep that
Yeah,
out.
sorry.
So-
sorry, my bad.
So I said, okay.
What?
So she comes, she's upset, she explains
That's
to me.
crazy.
Says, okay, I understand I was wrong. We're all being very naughty.
Yes.
But why did he speak to me like that?
Exactly.
So I said, no, you're right. All right. So
Exactly.
tell your mother to go to school. And
Yeah. So you're gonna guess it up and be like, yo, yeah, take your mom.
yeah. So they went and they, spoke to the school and whatever, it's been fixed. But that's what happened to me this week.
Jeez, man.
And I put out my joker card like, oh, speak to your mom.
Yes. Like I've already diffused the situation.
Yeah.
I've listened
No,
to your
I listened to
feelings
it. I
and
affirmed the
everything,
emotions.
and affirmed everything.
I said,
But then, yeah, to the actual physical.
why do we
yeah.
do that? Why do we always do that?
No, you know why then? For me, I think one of the most underrated things about parenting is, especially when like you're parenting together,
Yeah.
is knowing each
other's strength.
Each other's strengths.
Who's gonna handle this type of thing?
That,
And who gonna handle this one?
Yep.
Yeah, I know she handles that.
Because even for me, funny enough, there's a similar thing where it's like Naledi handles all the extramural people.
Yes.
Speak to the swimming teacher.
Yeah.
Speak to the what.
Yes. I know, right?
I take care of like the more formal things. Like when I'm like, okay, is there something wrong at school? Is there what? And I'm like, I'll be honest, there's some things that are on my side that I've slid over to her. I'm like, yes.
That's why I mentioned it, because
please speak to the school teacher.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm paying, Mos. Where's patriarchy when I need it?
it's patriarchy.
Where's
That's my
patriarchy
point,
when I
exactly.
need it?
I think we need to do better. I think we must go with. So I'm gonna.
Yes,
that's my thing.
yes.
So
we need to be there.
I checked myself. I said, okay, I'm gonna talk to Sabina about this, because what the fuck,
Bro, like it's
like seriously, I was
it's like why because
okay,
we're the same.
talk to your
Like, we're
mom.
all the same as parents. It's like yo, we can deal with the kid, but when you have to deal with an external part, mom. But then, do you not also feel, just to end off on that note, do you not also feel that maybe not to cut us any slack, but do you not feel like maybe it's because we think we might be a bit too aggressive for the situation than what is needed?
Maybe unconsciously, yes. I think so too.
Which speaks to we need to speak to how aggressive we are in situations.
Very protect. I don't think it's aggression. I think it's overprotective. So it's not aggression as such.
But then they're also protective.
Yeah.
And they're not as aggressive as us.
Because when they were in that meeting, I didn't know that they were in that meeting. I called. Just random, like, yo, what's up? Like,
just to check, yo, what's up?
I'm at the school. I'm at the meeting. Because at the meeting, I knew what it is about. I was like, oh, okay, I'll call me back. What about you? What happened this week?
Yo, man, for me, this week, it was actually something so... I don't know if it's weird or hilarious. Mid-trend actually lost some water on Monday and Tuesday.
No water. Yeah.
And then on Tuesday, I had to make an executive decision, because I was also working from home on that day. It was one of my working from home days.
Yeah,
Vanelli was also around. And I was like, yo, boy, you're not going to school. Is it because they're writing assessments this week? It's like their second last week anyway. Yeah. So I was taking advantage of that. I'm like, is there anything that you're doing, Fed, that I don't know if it's good?
Yes.
It's like, no, we're doing the science assessment tomorrow. Like, yeah, you're not going to school.
Yeah, no. Just chill.
There's no water. There is no water.
So you guys were just chilling in filth.
Okay, you decided to take...
My bad. I take it back.
Shout out to Tyler one time.
Water.
Make me water.
It's not all the time. It's not what it means. I was shocked when I found out what the song actually is talking about.
Oh my God, you didn't know?
I didn't know.
Okay, no, that will make for another podcast. Because, funny enough, I'm actually so excited.
I was shocked.
I realized so many South Africans actually don't know what water means.
I was shocked.
It's such a very explicit song. But that's for another day.
Yeah, no.
We must get into it.
We must. I want to talk about...
Let's get into the meat and the potatoes.
Okay, tell me. I want to talk about reward versus punishment today.
Ooh,
all right?
Okay.
So, as a parent, right, I don't beat my kids up. Well...
Sorry. It's Nigel.
Okay, you must edit this out.
Please tell him I'm recording.
So, I don't beat my kids up, right?
Yeah.
I don't. It's very rare when I actually take a belt and beat someone in the house, right? Very rare. It happens sometimes.
What's rare?
Rare, like...
Firstly, this nigga led this thing with...
I don't. But it's very rare where you have to.
It's very rare.
That's my point. My point is...
Okay, sorry, my bad.
When do you decide that...
What's the line?
This has gone too far. I need to bring some, harsh punishment, right? So that's the punishment side. And now the reward side is...
You did well.
We did well. I think we have spoken about this, about affirmation.
Yeah.
Right? But
we spoke about it off mic. Yeah.
I think off mic, right?
Yeah.
But the punishment side, because these kids, right, then they're not being raised the way we were raised. There's no one raising hands on them. There's no corporal punishment. They're not scared of us.
Yeah.
So how do you punish them? You take the phone, you say, go sit in your room, no friends, no TV.
I personally might be wrong for this, man. But what I realized in like my adult life is that none of any mitigating factor that our parents used actually worked.
Yeah, no, it didn't work.
Do you know what the one thing that worked was when you were suffering the consequences?
Yeah.
You think back to what like your parents said. So I am not saying let's not parent, let's like leave kids who wild out and whatever.
Yeah.
We are gonna continue parenting them and giving them the advice, but do not take the like their actions as any reflection of your upbringing. It's only a reflection of how they listened to your upbringing.
But when do you what's a film hand and what's aggression in punishment?
So I think maybe my whole thing to me is that there shouldn't be a firm hand.
Gentle parenting.
I hate the term, but I think that's what it means.
Gentle
But because
parenting.
to me, it's like dog. Think of it like this, right? Right now, we are living with people who were victims of teenage pregnancy,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Those people right now, I believe that their biggest contribution to like teenagers who are like young girls is this is the result.
Yes.
It's not like there's no other way that is gonna make you not do it besides seeing the results. So hence I'm saying Guti, I'm not saying let's just throw the kids in the jungle and whatever. Rather than using measures to try and control the kids, let's show them the consequences because we already know the consequences.
But remember, your child is younger. Mine is older.
Mm.
Yours, the problems are different, right?
Facts, yeah.
But when they get older, I think you can show them. I think I'm at the stage where I can show consequences. But let's say your son at this point, you still have to just direct
I get
and
exactly what you mean.
firmly, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm
But
thinking.
this is how you can still do it. Sorry to cut you off. But this is how you can still do it. Like with someone who's like an 8-year-old and whatever, right? So what you then do is think of it from a homework perspective.
Yeah,
You can't go outside because you haven't done your
you're
homework.
not. It's not done yet.
That is actual punishment. That is showing consequence of you literally can have all this world in front of you,
But finish this first.
but the reason you cannot have it is because of this. And that is how you're gonna build it up with their stages. Like I don't mean to speak about like 13-year-olds, 16-year-olds,
No, but I hear you.
that's how I look
I
at
actually-
it
I
from
get it,
going through
because-
that. Like within that, now when, for example,
Because
you show consequences of coming home late.
yes,
That just a simple thing that before like they suffer from it, you're like, yo, actually, there was a time me and Manuel got into a very terrible situation. And when we looked at it, the only reason that made us get into a situation is because we're outside at 8 o'clock.
let me tell you what made me think about this week, right? So summer is coming back, right?
Yeah.
So the sun is setting late,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
That's just the times.
So I always joke with my kids, like, you must come home when the sun is setting down. That's what my mother used to use. I use it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
my wife's then asked, so they were outside, but not on the street in the complex,
Yeah.
on my gate. But sun set down, it was past 7. They're still outside the house. And then when they came in, my wife was livid. She was like, we need a time. What is curfew? What we can't say sunset. We need a time,
Yo,
and,
ni
and that's what
Yo,
triggered this
ni
question for
strict.
me.
Aye, ni
I said,
strict.
I said,
Ni strict.
it's not strict.
Oh,
It's-
yeah.
it's
Inside the
rules.
complex.
It's rules.
I get the
You
rules.
can't be outside
yo,
when it's dark.
hey, yo, I
Right?
get the rules. Here's how I look at rules. Maybe that's
But,
what I
but a
should be
curfew has
open
to
with.
have a specific time.
I get you. But here's how I look at rules.
Okay.
Rules are very adjacent to guidelines.
No.
Because here's the thing.
Yeah.
Right. So if now you are saying, say, kid, 6:30, you should be inside the house.
Yes.
Right.
In the yard, at least.
Yes. Now, at 6:25, my friend gets gifted with one of the most amazing gifts that like the parents would have gotten, right? So now you are saying I should only enjoy that gift for 4 minutes because I need 1 minute because I'm inside the complex. Right?
Rules are rules.
I get you, but I'm saying, do you feel that? Like, what does that do for the child? Does it teach the child something they can use in the like that? You can't be 1 minute late or what?
So my parents would. This is what they would do, right? We had a curfew, sunset, winter, summer, whatever. Sunset, you should be home, but you can come home and say, you know what? I'm 2 houses down. Can I have another 30 or an hour?
You
So
see,
that's what I'm trying
and
to
you see, okay, then I fully then agree with you because
Right?
to me it's the rigidness of it. So how the rigidness gets actually fixed is that cool, come back at the time, but then report that we're still having hell of a time and we're just at the next door neighbor.
But you know what? The kids, right?
Mhm.
They'll push you. It's a school night. And they
Why
you
why
want to
do
be on the
parents
streets.
do this?
You want to be on the
I
streets.
think I want to fight against parents on this. I actually want to fight against this. Kids will push you.
Kids advocate.
Because I think it's. I think you want to say something?
Okay.
No. Pull up.
Yeah. I always think like, why are we parents limiting our kids?
Yes.
Like all the time, we're limiting them. Like your kid could be telling you something, but just because of a norm, we're trying to treat them like how we're raised.
Still for the creativeness or the voice.
Thank you, my dog.
No. I actually encourage the voice. I want you to speak your mind. I want you to express yourself as my kid. I think we spoke about this another time that when I said that sometimes I get so challenged, like I'm like, okay, maybe this is too much freedom here.
Yeah.
Lock some niggas up in Robben Island for just to,
And here's the
for
thing.
control.
I don't want people to think I'm against that. Sometimes you gotta like, even I'll make an example, Mina, with like adults.
Listen,
Right. We can. So you're gonna get into it.
Kev,
Yeah.
you know, this brings me to
because it actually fits into the next one. Yes.
it brings me to this. Let me tell you, the kids, why they will test you, they'll push you to the limit. They want to see exactly how much they can get away with, right? And they will only respond to the threats. Why you have to be a dictator? Or
Hey, have you all seen that this episode is showing who's older and who's younger? Just by
Exactly.
how kids should be treated.
No,
I think it has
I'm not-
shown
am I
the
coming-
different
am I
generations.
am I too old school?
No, but we need it.
Okay.
We need it. But I'm just laughing because it is coming across
this is
like
my
that.
parents'
Yeah.
style. This is my parents' style. So I believe in reward and punishment. That was my initial thought, right?
Yes. I think that's the theme.
Let me come
That's
back
the
to it.
theme of the
So,
episode.
Reward and punishment, right? I think Banana is gonna call us reward dad.
We need to open a rewards app.
So
Where like, you get 50
I
points
like
for behaving.
as a title of the episode. So I believe in reward and punishment. I think it helps. You respect your kids, right? You don't disrespect them, but
Facts.
you tell them, okay, there's consequences to every action, right? You do the right thing, you get rewarded. You do the wrong thing, I'll put you in line. So I think maybe punishment is the wrong way. I think it's corrective.
I think corrective action. You see,
Even the government call it correction services.
Come on, here's the thing. Sometimes words would always mean things.
Words mean things.
Words mean things. Corporal punishment and beating up a kid, those are two different phrases.
Yeah.
But that's the same exact thing.
Yeah.
you know.
Okay. Let me ask you.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I covered 2 topics that I wanted to talk to you about today.
Now
Let me-
we're cooking.
So
We're getting very comfortable now.
something
I love
happened.
it.
Something happened in my family as well this month. What is this? No, last month.
You keep on thinking it's August.
Dude,
I don't understand why.
No, I think they're overworking me. So it triggered. No,
No, we're close.
it triggers this thought
Yes.
that as parents, you know, I think it's important sometimes when you're dealing with a very difficult decision to outsource the the decision. Like if you have to make a decision about which direction you want to put your kids through, you know, there's something that you need to decide for your children, and you're not sure, you know. Is it wise, or I'm saying it is wise, or maybe I must put it as a question.
I didn't put it as a question. So
Is
that I
it
can have
wise to ask for advice from if you're lucky enough to still have your parents or your other elders in the family or friends, you know,
man, I think
and just anybody outside
I think I might give
your house?
I think I might give one of the most boring answers ever. Because firstly, that it's a yes. It is.
So it's yes.
It is.
Okay.
Yes. But I wanted to go a bit on the nuance of who you should ask and shit. And I think sometimes we forget that humans are humans. Like every human who's alive has been a human.
That's deep.
So, like
It's not deep.
the roles that we then think they are like only exclusive, and so I'm like, those are roles just within human interaction. So I can ask Ubadele about the like the right direction of how I should talk to Ulwan.
Yeah.
And he's gonna give me like advice based on him having so many interactions with Ulwan.
Yeah.
Not a parent advice, but
Just
that's
because-
actually gonna be more relevant than a parent that I meet there on the street.
Just
and
because
they
it
like-
doesn't have a kid doesn't
it
disqualify
doesn't
him.
disqualify
Yeah,
him
I'm with
because
you.
that's why I'm saying like humans are humans. The roles, yes, we have all these roles that we have in life, but at the essence of it,
You know,
we are human beings trying to interact with each other.
because my question and my thought is, I don't think we as parents we know what's best for our children.
Yeah,
But I
you
think
you know.
I think we know. Thank you. I think you're right. But I think if if this decision is really life changing, it does not hate to ask people who are older than you,
Yes.
or just family
Facts,
members,
facts,
or you people who are
facts,
closer to
facts,
say this is what's
facts,
happening.
Facts.
This is what's happening in
Yeah.
our life, and this is the decision that I've taken.
Mhm.
I just
And-
want to sound it off you.
Yeah,
What do you
and
think?
and for my message actually to not even be like taken in the way I don't mean it is, I'm actually saying ask everyone. I think you guys should realize that. Like I am saying ask everyone possible. Like
You know?
ask your dad. Like for example, if you still have your dad and granddad, your dad and granddad are gonna give you two different advices.
They'll give you something,
But then that's the man who raised this man. But then still, they see life different.
it will definitely help you with this decision that you're struggling with. That is so hard.
Yep.
No, I really believe in because I felt like with the incident, I cannot talk about it, unfortunately.
Yeah, and
but I
that's
felt
cool,
like
that's
if
cool.
if that decision was outsourced, say this is what we are struggling with.
It would have
as
been much
parents,
better.
What do you think?
Yeah,
You know, it would have been way much better.
Yeah,
I hope my family members don't watch this episode.
Yeah.
Don't know what I'm talking about.
Nah, but the thing is, the fact that you are respecting it, I think they will respect that.
Now, I
actually.
felt like it should have been outsourced to the family members or maybe to other elders. But
it could have been handled way
differently,
better than how it
differently.
actually panned out. Yeah.
The producer says to us that we're running out of time. in
The thing
in
is-
his studio.
And also, I'd like to like tell our viewers that, unfortunately, because as dads, we have schedules.
Yeah,
But then
you want to tell them
we
that it's been a month.
never like stick to the schedule. That's why we
No,
need people like
to-
our producers to be like, yo,
to keep us in line.
yo,
see,
you have that you have that 1:30 dentist appointment.
I'm
You
telling
need
you.
to actually cut this because you need to take the kid to like the dentist and
I wanna,
bro.
I want to end on a lighter note, right?
Please.
Because I think this episode is heavy, bro. These are heavy topics.
And we thought we were actually coming in light.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
No, you see, it's because the period that we take to record because of the schedules and the business.
Mhm.
All right, I want to talk about this. I want to talk about kindness, right? Kindness. I want to talk about anger, and I want to talk about spite. So my thought is this.
Please.
I observe my twins, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're like this. They're close, but when they fight, right, it's nasty. So I sat them down the other day. I said, okay, why are you so mean to each other? You guys you came out together.
Mm-hmm.
Why you fight so like, when they're fighting, like, I'm like, damn, did you say that to your sister? So I said, now I'm working on teaching them how you respond to somebody when they say something nasty to you, how you control your anger if somebody pisses you off, kindness, and rationality to say, this doesn't warrant this type of.
I actually
reaction.
now get why you themed this episode like this. You've had some stuff to deal with in the house.
This last month I've been dealing with shit. So I'm thinking like, how do you explain to your children about that kindness is free, and you don't have to react to everything all the time. Everything shouldn't warrant an explosive reaction.
And
you must pause
and you
and
know what?
react.
And you know what, bro? I'll be honest with you, man. One thing that makes this show so relatable is being relatable. I have no idea how you can solve that. I swear.
I'm gonna.
We actually need.
I'm gonna
we
leave
need
this
to,
question.
All these kind of things we need on the show to always jot them down. On like things.
I think this
To a point
this one,
where when we get people,
if people
or
watch
if we-
this episode,
yes, like people.
I want them to answer this
please
question
answer
for
that
us.
because
Right?
I'm stumped. Please.
Comments below. Underneath. So I want us.
Why
I
do
want.
niggas
I
do
want. I
that?
want. I want. If you watch, I want you to tell us. Kindness is free. How you deal with your children fighting, being nasty to each other. How do you teach them how to control their anger and not to spite each other? My kids will say, "You did that. You did that. I will show you." I know they don't mean it, but it's said, and then it will come back. The other one will respond.
Kind of mean it.
I'm
As
sure.
kids.
I'm sure. As
Not
kids.
obviously not in the adult way, like
Exactly,
in the real
I hear
sense.
you.
But at that time, I think they think bona they mean it.
So I want.
It's like when a kid says to the other kid, "I will kill you."
You understand?
At that time, they really think, "I will kill you." But when if they have to be said that, I'm like, "Boy, will you do that?" It'll be like, "No, man, I don't even have to."
And then 2 hours later, these guys are in the house, playing MTV bass, making noise. It's like,
I think in one of the entries going forward, we actually need to have a guest who's a father to twins. Because I think you know why
we must understand his experience.
Because what I'm looking at is there's a difference between dealing with siblings and dealing with twins. Because I'm listening like to what you're. I think that here's the thing.
Yeah.
Yes, it is a sibling thing.
Yeah,
But
it's a different thing.
It's a different thing with the twins.
But also the older one, right? Or the older one as well. She's a peacemaker, but
yeah, she's big.
big sis will tell this one, no, you're wrong. This one, you're wrong. and then sometimes she would just be like, I'm not bothered, just walk away. And that, I watch until I say, this is getting out of hand. Then I came in.
But you see that the older one is just like you?
Yeah, I think so.
Because she also is able to dabble in it.
She
but then
responsible for them.
sometimes she's like, parents, actually it's your time, you guys parents, because I don't know what's up. Hence, I'm telling you that I think.
Hey, Kelvin, come sort out your children. She called me by my name.
What? Please come sort out your kids.
Like they say in the Bible, a prophet is not respected in his own house.
But do you get exactly what I mean? I really genuinely think the twin problem is a very unique and specific problem.
So we must explore this, no?
Yes. So we need to actually get we need to actually proper find twin parents, but then we need to close.
I got a dad joke for closing.
Do you know what's fun? I keep on forgetting that there's a dead joke at the end of this.
Remember,
please.
We start with what happened this week and we close with a dad joke.
All the time.
That's our shit.
All the time.
Right. Okay. This one is lame. This one is so lame.
Then it's really a dead joke.
Are you ready? B. You ready?
Let's go.
Okay. How do celebrities stay cool?
Like drinking cold drinks.
They have many fans.
They have many fans. Come on. Why do you always get these things wrong?
I'm out.
Hey, yo, man.
I'm done.
To the head, lifestyle being golden. Feel like I'm chosen.